Hi there, Sagittarius. Welcome to my channel. This is Yetta Pearl, and I am so grateful. You guys rock. I'm over 100 subscribers, so here we go. Now is the time to just drop a little comment below, and that way I know to put your name in for the draw for a free reading. I think I'm going to do the draw on the 30th of August. So, yeah, that's how that's going to go. And I'm just so pleased with you guys, being so generous to hit subscribe and help me get over the 100 subscribers. Last time I looked, I was at 118. And so what a blessing. It is so amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So this here is your general angel reading for the week of August 22nd through the 29th of 2021. And because it is a general reading, this is, some parts of it may not resonate with you, and that's totally fine. Just leave those parts behind. They're just for somebody else. No problem. Okay, so I've been getting, just these little messages here and there and everywhere, and every now and then I sound kind of like I'm distracted. I am. It's because I'm getting these messages coming through. So we're going to get into that in a minute. So in the meantime, they have the angels, because they're the ones who choose which cards are used in each reading. And they're the ones who give all the messages. I just kind of blurt it out as I receive it. I don't filter it or change it in any way. Sometimes it comes to me in terms of feelings or in terms of pictures, things like that. So I have to translate it into words, which, I do my best. There's times that maybe I use a word that doesn't quite resonate with you, but the rest of the story does. Run with it. Whatever works for you is what's supposed to work for you. Awesome. Okay, so 2 more cards coming out here. 1 more now. That's not 1 more, that's half the deck, angels. Okay, let's see. See what they have to tell us. 1 more. Okay, sometimes takes a minute, right? There, okay, we got one. All right. So, looks pretty good, you guys. Looks pretty good. I'm impressed. So, we're starting this week off with blessings. Isn't that awesome? So sit there and just think about your life. Think about all the aspects of your life. Think about how much of it is absolutely a blessing. You have all these people around you who you love and who love you that you're spending time with. Now, so they're just jumping in and saying, okay, somebody's saying, yeah, not everybody I spend time with is a blessing. So 2 things can happen there. Have a look within yourself and see, is it your attitude, your perspective, your, point of view that makes it so that person is not a blessing? Or is it that person, are they, an energy vampire? Are they, not contributing to the relationship, or, what's going on there? If they are somebody who just drags you down, you don't have to spend time with them. That is your choice. If you discover that it's your perspective, there's something within them that triggers you, then, it's still your choice. But now you know that it's something within yourself that makes you not resonate with them, right? And so then that's something for you to work on when you choose to. There's no forcing here. There's no you have to do anything. There's only that this is your own personal growth, is what they're saying. It's your choice whether or when you work on your own self. But now that you're aware of it, that's the opportunity to do something about it. So that's how the angels work. Usually if you're asking for something, you've got all these blessings, and you're thinking, okay, but I would really, really love this. Because this is how we work, right? We're always striving for a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. And so then when we ask our angels for that, usually it doesn't come just plop itself in our laps. usually how it works is then an opportunity comes that allows us to take the steps and get towards that thing that we want, right? And so same with doing our own inner work. Now that you're aware that there's actually a trigger there, then you can choose to take the steps towards clearing that trigger. Maybe it's an old belief pattern, maybe it's a trauma, whatever it is in you that makes you react that way to that person is something for you to work on. Has nothing to do with the other person, right? Yes. And truly then they are a blessing because they're showing you yourself. Yeah, it's awesome. Okay, so I see here some new beginnings. Haha. So what is starting for you? Okay, some of you, you're wishing for it to start. It's maybe not quite ready, but you feel like you're getting ready almost for it. It's like you're just about there. And so what is it for you? Identify your own, because because it's a general reading. There's show me all these different things that, it could be a home, it could be a relationship, it could be family, it could be a job, it could be moving, it could be a new project, it could be just about anything. Anything new that could be happening, right? You could be renovating your kitchen, it could be anything. And so whatever your new beginning is, bring that to mind. If it's actually starting, if you want it to start, if you've been just thinking about it, now is a good time to take those steps, to look for the opportunities, to specifically ask your angels to bring you those opportunities, right? And when they come, then you get to choose again if you're willing to step into that particular one, or if you want to ask for more, for different ones or whatever, right? But the new opportunities are coming. So make sure that you are willing to receive the opportunities, is how that goes. Sometimes you get kind of stuck in a pattern, like a routine. For many people, they say, oh no, routine is the basis of my life. I don't know what I'd do without routine. I'd be so lost. For other people, it's ambition killing. You get in this routine, something works the first few times, so you do it. You get up at this certain time, you get ready in the same order every day, and you get in your vehicle and you go to work and you do your work all day. You get home, you do exactly the same things all evening, every evening, and then you go to bed. It's like you get kind of stuck in that, and then when you think about changing that or adding anything to it or whatever, then it just feels overwhelming and just feels like I'd have to give up that other thing. Maybe, but maybe what you're replacing it with is better, right? And so you have to kind of keep that in mind, keep that balance. Be willing to make changes. That's the only way that these new beginnings can actually happen, is for you to be willing to change things. Yeah, okay. It is detox time. It's detox time. Get your food in order. Yeah, you've been eating things that don't do you well. So it's time to smarten up and eat the things that you feel good, you feel better when you eat those things instead of the other. Drink lots and lots of water. For some of you, this means like a herbal detox of some kind, like a bowel cleanse or something like that. Not everybody is familiar with that. If when I said that out loud that resonated, then it's time to go speak to a naturopath or even somebody at the health food store or something like that to find out. So the most common ones probably would be a bowel cleanse, a liver cleanse, a kidney cleanse. I'm sure there's more, but those are the things coming in right now as being things available for you to resonate with and see how that feels. Okay, They're showing me somebody has a quite sore back, and it's because of a buildup of something, toxins, whatever, in your body. And so get your eating on track, do some detoxing, and then you will discover how much better it feels. Yeah, okay. Okay, so we have, what order, angels? Okay, this one next. So there's some beautiful, happy news. What is it that's happening? There's, somebody in your life is experiencing some beautiful new thing. And no, it's not even that. Okay, for some of you it is that. It's that somebody else has the good news and they're sharing it with you. For most of you, though, it's your happy news. So something great is happening. It feels like this new beginning is happening, and you've been looking for it, you've been wanting it, you've been asking for it, you've been going for it. And so now you have this happy news. You've got the new job, you got the new place, something great is happening for you, and it's fabulous news. It really is. I don't know, you like, Mom, I've met somebody, right? That kind of stuff. It's amazing news. Yeah, milk that for every little bit of good feeling is what they're saying. It's awesome. Let yourself just feel the absolute best, even if, like, for some of you, it's tiny, and others, it's huge, life-changing, and everything in between, right? So even if your happy news is tiny, let yourself overreact to that with happiness. Because that's how we create our beautiful life, is by being happy and feeling good. That's the goal, is feel good, right? So let this help you feel good. Beautiful. Yeah. And so there is something here that you've been creating. You really are using your creative juices. You're digging deeper than you have in a long time to be creative with this whole project. It feels really good. It feels like it's a really worthwhile thing. So it feels like it affects not only yourself. It feels like this is quite far-reaching in terms of impact. So however that resonates with you, they're not kind of giving me any specifics or whatever as to what this is. But like I said, it feels like far-reaching influence. Yes. So proceed, because this is awesome. This is really awesome. It's almost like this happy news is connected with it. It may be, it may not be for some of you, but it feels like the go-ahead, Feels like time to run with this. Yeah, amazing. And again, it feels kind of like the same thing. Get an agent, get a representative. So for some of you, this is a real going concern. This is something to do with how you make your living. This is to do with going public comes to mind, like a show or something like that. You know what I mean? Like a gallery of showings, something like that. So obviously that's not going to resonate for everybody, but for those of you who it does, get an agent, get somebody to represent you, because it's fairly well known in many ways that the artist, the creative person, struggles with the like marketing and the promotion and those kinds of details, right? It's not really that you don't have time. You do have time, you just don't like doing it, right? Like who wants to be phoning up galleries to see if you can do a showing of your work? Get an agent, they can do that for you. Or, some other expert to perform those jobs for you, because that just distracts you. And in fact, it stops you. Yeah, so they're telling me that many times for many people, You've got, your amazing thing that you've created, and people all over are telling you, oh, you should totally, do a show, or you should sell that, or you should market that, or you should whatever, right? And yeah, great idea. And that truly is the way to go next, I'm sure. But I hate doing that stuff, so I'm not doing it. And then your stuff just stacks up, and, it's hard to keep your mojo going then. So get somebody to do those parts for you that you dislike doing. Oh, so they've just told me that for the people for whom this is not related to a creative project, they're just saying, get somebody else to write your resume. Right. Yeah, you'll have to pay them a bit, but it's worth it. I mean, totally worth it. You pay them whatever their going rate is, and that assists them as well. So, okay, that's really great advice. All right, so we have here the daily guidance cards, and so we'll just see what is one last thing that your angels want to tell you, and that will be wrapping up the reading for this week, August 22nd through 23rd through 29th. Fresh air. Okay, have you been kind of cooped up lately? Oh, it's funny when they give me that. Just go outside. Oh, it feels glorious out here. It really does. And get some fresh air, some body movement, like go for a nice walk. Get the deep breathing going. It's delicious. It's divine. It's amazing. Okay. All right. So, Sagittarius, can you join me now? And I brought my globe outside this time. And so let's offer a whole bunch of love to the whole world. Feels good, doesn't it? To share all that. You've got all these blessings. Let's spread them around. Spread all that love and compassion. Yeah, feels so good to just share that with every person. The ones that come to mind, but also the ones that you don't even know exist, right? Yeah, beautiful. Thank you so much. I want you to know that I love you and I appreciate you, and I'll see you next week.